Hey everyone, James Baek here, and it's time for some more VGC 2015 battles from the Doubles Battle Spotlight. Today we'll be using a new team with Scizor, Greninja, Latias, Zapdos, Chandelure, and Terrakion, and we are going to find two battles and see how we do, so let's go right into it. We're going to find 1827 from Japan. Let's see how this is going to go. This could be a tough match, but we are going to see Swampert, Thundurus Incarnate, Charizard, Landorus, Blaziken, and Sylveon. So this guy has 3 starters, fire, 2 fires, and 1 water. Look at this team, Charizard will be the Mega, and it looks like it will be Charizard Y to bring out the Sun. Swampert will probably be a support set with Wide Guard, I'm assuming. Could be possible Mega, but most likely Wide Guard, special support. Thundurus Incarnate spread status, Thunder Wave, and Swagger, and Taunt. Charizard, I'm betting Y, could be X, but probably Y. Heavy hitter in the Sun. Landorus variant. To be honest, I don't know what his item could be. It could be Choice Scarf, Life Orb, Assault Vest. We've seen so many Landorus variants during our VGC episodes that it's kind of hard to keep count. The Blaziken, kind of interesting. I do know a few people who use Blaziken, and I have been testing with Blaziken myself, actually. Blaziken likes to hold the Life Orb item, and with Speed Boost, it's quite a monster. And Sylveon's just a hard hitter overall. So, I like Zapdos in this. Zapdos really gives me some great options. Thunder Wave for the Blaziken and the Charizard, and Hidden Power Ice for the Landorus and the Thundurus, so it's pretty good overall. I don't have a Grass type, so that Swampert will be a problem. I do like Terrakion in this game. Do have to conserve it though. I don't like my Latias in this situation actually, just because a lot of his things can take Latias' attacks and do a lot of damage, so I think I'm going to leave Latias out of this. I think I'm going to leave Scizor and Zapdos with Chandelure and Terrakion in the back. If he leads with Fire, I'll just switch out into my Chandelure to get the Flash Fire boost. Unless he predicts that and leads Charizard and Landorus, but I'd be fine if he does. Then again, he probably wouldn't go for Earthquake, he'd probably go for Rock Slide. Then I would send out my Terrakion if that's the case, but let's see how this is going to go. My opponent's going to lead, I think that's Blaziken, and Charizard. Interesting lead by my opponent. Going to send out my Scizor and Zapdos. Chandelure actually really prospers here, so I'm kind of regretting not bringing it in this situation. But I think I'm going to actually pull a double switch. I'm going to switch out, actually, I'm kind of predicting he would guess that my Zapdos, that my Scizor would probably protect in this situation. Oh, I don't have Hidden Power on the Zapdos. I keep forgetting to change the moveset. I don't think I saved after the last time I used it. Gonna switch out into Chandelure with Zapdos and go for the Bullet Punch onto the Blaziken just to get some damage off. Because I really don't I need Zapdos in the back, and Scizor, I only needed it for the Sylveon, but if I can handle the Sylveon, it'll be fine. Charizard's going to Mega Evolve, Charizard Y going to bring out the Sun, and that's very bad. As Charizard is going to bring out the Sun, that boosts all the Fire type attacks, and that's scary to deal with. As Bullet Punch is going to happen onto Blaziken, this should do quite a bit. It is Choice Banded, yes it does do quite a bit. Flare Blitz into the Chandelure slot, gonna gain the Flash Fire boost, and the Heat Wave as expected. That, too bad Flash Fire can boost even more, but I guess I'm fine with that. As Scizor is gonna faint, and now I'm gonna send out my Terrakion. As Blaziken does get the speed boost. Gonna send out Terrakion. And right here, there are 2 plays my opponent can make. He can protect Charizard, or he can just go for like the high jump kick, but I'm just gonna make the safe play and protect Terrakion. And a Flash Fire Heat Wave in the Sun should do a lot to both these Pokemon. If his Blaziken decides to protect, I might be in trouble here. He probably will protect, Scouting might protect, but no, he's not gonna protect. Terrakion going to get protect off and Rock Slide from the Blaziken, and Chandelure is actually able to avoid the attack. That is huge. Gonna fire off a Heat Wave onto both these Pokemon. Heat Wave in the Sun is actually able to knock out the Blaziken. Wow, Chandelure doing some work here. As we see the Solar Beam probably targeting the Terrakion slot. Yeah. I probably should have Rock Slided there, to be honest. He does get a free switching though into Landorus or Sylveon. Don't know what my opponent's thinking. Maybe he doesn't have Landorus in the back. I'm gonna Heat Wave and Rock Slide. As Heat Wave in the Sun should knock out the Sylveon, and Rock Slide will do a bunch. He's gonna withdraw his Charizard into what though? Oh, there's the Landorus. That's not gonna appreciate a Sun Boosted Heat Wave. That really doesn't appreciate the Sun Boosted Heat Wave. As Heat Wave, gonna connect with both the Pokemon, and wow, they both actually able to take it. And Rock Slide's actually gonna miss the Landorus. That's actually pretty huge. And Sylveon gets the Hyper Voice and knocks out my Terrakion. So now I'm actually in a pretty bad position, especially if that's Scarf Landorus, but I don't think it's Scarf, to be honest. If it was Scarf Landorus, I think he would have sent it out earlier. And if that's the case, I'm going to send out my Zapdos. I really can't touch the Landorus either way. I'm just going to go for the Heat Wave. And the Thunderbolt onto the Sylveon. I have no reason not to. Yeah, it's not Scarf Landorus, but Sylveon avoids the attack. Good thing I went for the Thunderbolt, as it's going to knock out the Landorus. So it wasn't Scarf Landorus, just as I predicted. And the Thunderbolt's going to fire off onto the Sylveon, which is going to knock it out. And now it's a situation where it's 2v1, and Charizard's in the back, but the Sun's about to go away, which means Charizard Y won't be doing much damage at all. It can't touch my Chandelure, really, unless it has Ancient Power. We've seen Heat Wave and Solar Beam, and we can most likely assume Protect, so it could have Air Slash or Ancient Power, but it really won't help in this situation where a Heat Wave should be able to knock it out since it's a single target Sun-boosted Heat Wave. And just to guarantee my win, I think I'm going to Thunder Wave the Charizard slot, as the match is actually going to be forfeited there. So, definitely a few plays. I was lucky to avoid that Rock Slide from the Blaziken. That probably actually would have cost me the game, as it might have brought my Chandelure into Hyper Voice range from that Sylveon. Looking back at it, I think it would actually, so definitely fortunate, but I probably should have played that better and predicted him to protect my Terrakion going for the obvious Protect, and should have just went for the Rock Slide and knocked out the Charizard, and Rock Slide might have actually knocked out the Blaziken. Blazikens are actually really frail, and they don't invest much in bulk at all, especially in VGC. And yeah, I really should have had Hidden Power Ice on my Zapdos. That's a mistake, but I will fix that later. So yeah, we're going to move on to Game 2, and hopefully I'll be able to take that Game 2, so be right back. We're going to go against Andy, 1672 rating from the United States of California. We're going to see a very interesting team from Randy. We're going to see Gallade, Swampert, Bisharp, Virizion, Arcanine, and Togekiss. So right away, Gallade is probably the Mega, but he has two possible Megas. They're actually both viable without Megas, but I'm going to assume Mega Gallade. Swampert, I would probably assume Wide Guard support with Special. His Bisharp, probably just there to prevent any Intimidates from the Gallade. Virizion is an interesting Pokemon. It's kind of interesting to see two Pokemon that could have close combat. Could be support, but most Virizions these days run Life Orb with Stone Edge. The Arcanine could be bulky or support, and the Togekiss is preventing damage to his teammates with Follow Me. Greninja's very viable as a lead. I love Greninja as a lead. And I'm thinking, who do I want to bring in the back? I like Terrakion, Zapdos, and Latias. I want to leave a Terrakion just for the Bisharp. I'd rather leave Zapdos actually, with Terrakion and Latias in the back. Do I want to bring Scizor though? Probably not. Actually, do I want to bring Latias? That's the question. It does Side Shock the Virizion though. I don't want to bring Chandelure into this. Sucker Punch is too deadly and the Swampert walls it. Scizor might be a nice option, but that Arcanine is going to give me problems. Actually, Scizor would have probably been better than Latias because it walls the Virizion other than Stone Edge, which is probably like a 3-hit KO. So I might have not made the best call bringing my Mega, but We'll just have to see how I can play around that factor. We're going to see Togekiss and Gallade as a lead. That's a perfect lead for me, as Greninja and Zapdos are going to come out. Now, I have Poison Jab on my Greninja. Gunk Shot. So I'm going to Gunk Shot the Togekiss and Thunder Wave the Gallade. He'd probably assume Special Greninja, but I actually run Physical. Gunk Shot, it actually knocks out Sylveon and Togekiss in one shot, which is very nice. As long as I don't miss the Gunk Shot, because it's as accurate as Hydro Pump, and I can't hit Hydro Pumps either way. And if I can get the Thunder Wave with Zapdos onto the Gallade, which I'm hoping that Gunk Shot actually hits, he might just double protect here. But Gallade is going to Mega Evolve, so it is a Mega Gallade, so no Mega Swampert, but Mega Evolution is pretty cool to see. Let's see if it went for Protect or not. No Protect, but Gunk Shot transforms into Poison type, and Togekiss avoids the attack. Zen Headbutt onto the Greninja. Very nice call by my opponent predicting the Gunk Shot. Really mad that Gunk Shot missed. I would have KO'd the Togekiss. Thunder Wave gonna happen onto the Gallade though, so I did get his Pokemon quite weakened. As Togekiss is gonna set up a Tailwind, but I really wish I got the Gunk Shot off, because now his Togekiss is free to flinch me, and that's not gonna be fun. Gonna send out my Latias. Predicting Gallade to protect, I might as well Mega Ball protect my Latias and go for the Thunder Wave onto the Togekiss. I might as well try to slow down Togekiss so it doesn't Air Slash flinch my Latias to oblivion. And he might have Dazzling Gleam, so if he goes for Dazzling Gleam, but most Togekisses run Air Slash, Tailwind, Follow Me, and Protect, I would assume. He's going to go for the Air Slash into Latias, one of the plays I was hoping for, because I got a free Thunder Wave off onto the Togekiss. Let's see what his Gallade went for, probably Ice Punch. Zen Headbutt onto the Zapdos slot, I'm fine with that. Yeah, my Zapdos is able to eat it up really nicely. I'm going to Side Shock the Gallade and Thunderbolt the Togekiss, because I need damage on the Togekiss. He's not going to follow me at all. Side Shock going to have onto his Gallade, going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, it does about half, which I'm fine with. Thunderbolt going to happen onto the Togekiss. And that brings it down quite a bit. Critical hit, that explains it, but he's going to eat a Citrus Berry. Going to heal back quite a bit, and let's see if one of his Pokemon gets paralyzed, but close combat from the Gallade into the Latias slot. That's an interesting play. That's going to lower his defenses even more. Don't agree with that play, to be honest. And Dazzling Gleam. Looks like he was predicting a switch out, but I wasn't going to switch out. Gonna substitute with my Latias, predicting Togekiss to follow me and Thunderbolting the Togekiss. I'm really down right here, and yeah, his Togekiss is gonna go for follow me. I'm gonna hope Gallade gets paralyzed this turn, as it might actually give me a chance. Substitute's gonna happen from my Latias, which is nice. Thunderbolt gonna happen onto the Togekiss, and picks up the KO, which is nice. Let's see if Gallade is able to move though. Zen Headbutt onto my Zapdos slot. This is probably going to KO because, yeah, that's a KO. So I'm really down in position, and his Tailwind does peter out though, so that does give me a chance. Terrakion's going to come out. Let's see what he's going to bring up. I would probably assume Arcanine for Intimidate, but he might not. Arcanine, okay. Okay, Intimidate gonna happen, which is gonna affect my Terrakion, not my Latias, but it doesn't really matter if it affected Latias or not. Predicting his Gallade to either protect or switch out, gonna Side Shock the Arcanine and Rock Slide, and if he doesn't protect Gallade, oh yeah, right, Inner Focus prevents flinching. But Arcanine's the bigger threat to me. Gallade's paralyzed, so it actually went for Protect, that's nice actually. Side Shock gonna happen onto the Arcanine, let's see how bulky it is. I'm hoping it's not as bulky, but, oh, that's bulk. That's bulk. Rock Slide gonna happen. I could get a flinch on Arcanine, which would be huge. As it does a pretty good amount to the Arcanine and Will-O-Wisp into the Terrakion slot. I do carry the Lone Berry though, so that is always nice. So yeah, that was perfect actually, as leftovers from the Arcanine. Oh, that puts it out of Rock Slide range. I'm gonna Draco Meteor? No, I'd rather Side Shock. Psyshock the Arcanine, and Rock Slide again. Gallade might want to protect, but yeah, I didn't think it would, but I could get Impaired here, and Psyshock gonna happen onto the Arcanine. That does a pretty good amount, and Rock Slide gonna happen on both his Pokemon, fortunately. And that's gonna knock out the Gallade. Critical hit on the Gallade, so some payback time for missing the Gunk Shot. I mean, Paralyzed does have a 25% chance, but Gunk Shot missing. But anyway, let's see what his last Pokemon is. It's Swampert. So I'm actually in a fantastic position where Draco Meteor, if it connects and close combat, should knock out the Swampert. So very close game. I should be able to seal it up with both Pokemon, as he can't target both of them. Draco Meteor going to connect with the Swampert, and that's going to basically mean game, as close combat's going to probably knock it out with this Draco Meteor. And yeah, Draco Meteor does over half to regular Swampert, so that's pretty nice. Close combat going to happen onto the Swampert. This will probably pick up the knockout, which it does. And I'll be taking this really close game, wow. So I did get lucky with my Thunder Waves, but then again, that's one of the perks if you use Thunder Wave. You have a 25% chance to immobilize your opponent. And that really was fortunate, but I did get the crit as well. And the crit probably saved me there. Unless he got parried. If he got parried, it probably wouldn't matter, as I would have... if he got the parry there, I would have Psyshocked the Gallade slot in close combat to Swampert, and I probably would have won either way. Swamperts don't usually carry Protect in VGC. Or I could just Draco Meteor the... and close combated to Swampert if that happened. So, the odds were sort of in my favor. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this VGC 2015 episode. Kind of sad that Life Orb Greninja's Gunk Shot missed, but that is one of the reasons why it's not used. It's like Hydro Pump, where you miss it a lot. And yeah, be sure to give a like to support the series. Be sure to follow me on my social medias, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all those good social medias. Be sure to follow me on Twitter because you guys can know about updates on my channel. And you guys can follow me on Twitch to know when I'm live streaming, as I'm trying to live stream 2 to 4 times a week. Should be really fun when I start doing that. And yeah. Be sure to check out the rest of my VGC 2015 videos in the description down below. There are a lot of good games against a lot of good players, so definitely check that out. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.